Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liza if you're new around here. Today's video is actually going to be a talk through of some plans for our boot room. So yeah, I just thought I would talk you through the plans really. I've literally just washed my hair, I'm feeling so hot. I've just washed my hair because my friend is coming around tomorrow to take my extensions out. I'm kind of over them now already. I've had them for about 2.5 months I think now. And I'm just a bit over them now. Whenever I get to this stage, I'm just like, oh, get them out. I'm fed up of not being able to like brush through my hair properly without tugging at them. So I've only got a few around the front, so hopefully it won't take too long, but she's gonna come around tomorrow. And my hair was gross this morning, so I was like, literally, I have to wash my hair. Also, I thought, well, I'm filming anyway, so I might as well film it so I don't look like an actual potato. So here I am. It's been a morning. I went this morning obviously to drop the kids off at school, and then I also went and got Orlando's it's like a registration form for nursery. I can't believe we're like at this stage with him now. Orlando will be 3 in February, so we thought that we would try and get him in for the closest term, like after Christmas, so like January time hopefully. So fingers crossed that all goes well and we can get him into nursery just to kind of start up one day a week and just see how he goes from there, because the other two, well, Vinny was at nursery from when he was 12 months old. You alright, Landy? I'm here. He's not feeling very well today, bless him. Yeah, so Orlando's not feeling very well today, so it's just lots of cuddles for you today, isn't it, sweetie? So yeah, I thought I would talk you through our boot room plans. So if you haven't seen our house tour, basically there is a room at the front of our house near our entrance, which was an extension. So I think that was the original garage, and they created an office out of it, and it's next to the downstairs toilet. But that room we don't use for anything. Originally we were like, oh, let's do it as like a games room for the kids, but to be honest, we've got the playroom, and obviously the boys just play up in their own bedrooms as well, so we thought we don't need to use it as a playroom. So instead we're going to use it for storage for like coats and shoes and all of that stuff. He's just gone to get his teddy, but what I'm going to do is once Orlando goes down for his nap later on, I will take you into the boot room and then show you what we plan to do with it. That is going to be our next project, because we've actually got the tiler coming round on Friday to give us a quote for the flooring, and then we can kind of plan everything else around it. So yeah, once the flooring is changed, I think that will make such a huge difference anyway. Yes, darling? You got 2? Well done. Come on then. Whoa, are you going to show everyone? Who have you got? I'll be back this afternoon and I will show you the boot room and what we plan to do. Okay, so Orlando is now sleeping, so I wanted to show you where the boot room is. So this is obviously our front entrance, our main entrance to the house. And then if we turn down here, this was the original like extension. There's a downstairs toilet there. And then this used to be used as an office, but we're going to use it as a boot room. So let me take you inside. As you can see, we've already got coats and stuff in here. This is mainly a junk room at the moment. Literally, we've just brought these down here from the bedrooms upstairs, because obviously we've recently had our wardrobes done. We've done some swapping around, so we actually don't need these anymore, but Mark is going to use them in his garage for more storage. I don't know what we're going to do with this one, but the mound one is definitely going to be for storage in the garage, which is where that door leads to there. So eventually we will probably, I don't know, I think we'll probably just paint this door, give it a bit of a refresh, maybe change the handle to it. But yeah, that is that door there. And then yeah, this is the entrance. So this is the room. It's quite hard to show you really in here because it's not like huge, but it's obviously got enough storage in here. So if I go over this side, as you can see, we've got this kind of like rail here at the minute. This will be the main like part of storage we're going to have. So we're going to have the IKEA Pax wardrobes, and they're going to go all the way up pretty much to the ceiling. It's going to be the same kind of height as the ones in our bedroom, and they may even be the same exact doors as well. I'm not entirely sure yet. I might change the handles and go for the same doors or paint them. I'm not really sure, because I haven't painted IKEA Pax furniture like that before. So if you have painted like IKEA wardrobes or IKEA furniture, then do let me know how you got on with it, because I'm just worried about the finish and how the paint will kind of dry on it. So we might go for, we'll probably go for the plain white IKEA wardrobes that they've got, the Pax ones, and then maybe in the future we'll paint them. I'm not sure. They do have another door which is more of like a beige door, but I'm not too keen on the style of the door. I'm not sure yet. I need to see it in person, so we will see. But potentially we could paint them in the future. the initial plan is just to get them in here and just get the storage in the room. So let me talk you through the plan. So basically this one here is going to be like a 150 wide wardrobe that goes all the way up to the top. This one's going to be mainly probably for coats. And I'm going to have like a few different rails in there, maybe 2 sets of rails. So the bottom rail could be for like the boys' coats, because they're obviously a lot smaller. And then the top rail will be higher up, so it'll be for like Mark and I, and like bigger things as well. And then as you can see over here, so excuse the mess of this room, but let me just show you what we're working with. So over here, as you can see, you've got this up here. So we can't move that. That's to do with the electric, so we can't move that. So the wardrobe is going to come to about here probably. So what we were thinking is down here, just creating a bit of like a seat area with some lift up storage. So we'll probably need to get a carpenter to do something like that. And then I'm thinking on the back of the wall, maybe we can cover this up, I'm not sure. But potentially put some like paneling on there, like some tongue and groove paneling. So because of the window, we can't bring the wardrobes all the way over to here, because obviously it's going to block part of the window, which is why we're going to have some seating here, and then we're going to mirror that on the other side. So now if I take you to the other side, you can see it's slightly smaller, the wall here. So we're going to have one large unit there, which is, I think, is 100 wide. Is that what it is? So this will be 100, this will be 150. And then we're going to mirror the like seating situation over here as well, and then put the tongue and groove paneling on the wall there, possibly. Maybe even with some wall lights above them, either side. I think that would look quite nice. So it'll probably come to about this line here, I would say, just about here. So it's only going to be like a small seat, probably for 1 person or 2 small children. And then it will have lift up storage, which would be useful for things like scarves, gloves, hats, all of that good stuff. And then we'll have the unit here, which will be all the way up to the ceiling. So that again is going to be for more storage of shoes and coats. We've got so many, we're a family of 5, so we'll definitely fill it. And then if I come over here, this is one that I'm a bit unsure about. So IKEA basically do 2 different depths of wardrobe. And if you can see here, this is basically the 500 depth. So it does slightly come over, but they also do one that is slightly smaller, narrower even. And I think it comes to about here. So we could potentially put one here and have it all for shoe storage. If you've seen any of my IKEA favourites videos, you might have seen the shoe storage that we had in our old house. And it was basically one IKEA Pax unit. It was like a mirrored one. So what I need to do is I need to check that with the IKEA Pax wardrobes, the shallower ones, I need to check that you can get the shoe storage shelves that go inside them, because they've obviously got them for the deeper ones, but I'm not sure if they do the shallower depth or if it even matters, or if you just have it a bit more slanted. So I need to check that, because potentially we'll put the shoe storage there as well, which I was a bit like, oh, I don't know if we even need that, because we're going to have loads of storage anyway. But Mark said the more storage the better, so we might as well. It's going to be a storage room basically, or a boot room. So we might as well just put as much as we can in here. You're not going to really lose any floor space to what you're currently seeing now. This is going to go anyway. So you'll have all of this floor space, because this is pretty much coming out. It will probably come out to about here. The proper wardrobe here. That wardrobe is probably the same depth as what's currently there now, all of that storage, maybe a little bit deeper. And then obviously you've got stuff there already, so you can see that there's still going to be loads of floor space here. And then the flooring, I will show you what flooring we're going to do in a second. But yeah, just so you can kind of visualise, there's going to be still lots of floor space in here, the same as what we've got. We're just going to have a lot taller storage and lots of space for our coats and shoes, which is going to be amazing, because they're currently like scattered all over the house. We've got quite a lot here, but then we have got quite a lot within the wardrobes as well. So it would be nice to have like one space for it. I did want a place where I could put like a mirror, so I'm not sure whether to put one behind the door or to have one inside the wardrobe, because you can actually get them to go inside the Pax wardrobe. Or that's why I wanted this space free originally, because I thought this would be a great space for a mirror. So I could go for like a Pax wardrobe like this wide, a shallow one just for shoes, and then next to it I could have like a tall mirror. So that could be something that we could do. But yeah, that's just my idea so far. It's going to be so much more useful. Obviously we're going to change the door eventually. That is, you know, that needs to be done throughout the whole house. We'll change the switches. This light is going to go also up here. As you can see, this light is not safe at all, but Mark is going to put spotlights in here. So I think he's going to do like 7 spotlights, so 3 down this side, 3 on this side and then 1 in the middle there. So it'll be very bright in here, which would be lovely. This room is just going to be used so much more once it is a boot room, because at the moment it's not really anything, and I don't need an office because obviously when I'm filming I'll just go and sit down in the kitchen, or I'll sit down in my bedroom or wherever, or I'm vlogging a lot of the time. And to be honest, when I'm working on my computer I'll just work in the kitchen, so I don't need a space that is my office. I've had one before. I really wanted one in the last house. I was like, oh my god, we've got to have an office, yada yada yada. Did the office up and I barely used it, so it was an absolute waste of space for me. This doesn't need to be an office, doesn't really need to be a playroom because the kids have already got a playroom next to the kitchen, and obviously they've got their bedrooms as well, which are a good size. So this was just a room that we thought, what can we do that's going to be useful? And of course storage is just essential, isn't it? So this is going to be a big storage room full of all of our coats and shoes. I'm super excited to have this done. I'm going to order, basically I'm going to plan all of it on the Pax planner online, which is what I did with our wardrobes in our bedroom. I actually found it quite easy to do. It's just making sure, the only problem is like making sure everything is in stock, because a lot of the time there's like little things that are missing, so you have to like make another order. And then we'll probably have the guys come back that did our wardrobes in our bedroom, so they can put all of the wardrobes up for us, because it's just so much easier that way. What I'll do is when we've actually done the room, I'll give you a breakdown like I did with like the kitchen and stuff, and then talk you through the prices then. We are going to have underfloor heating in here. This room is a little bit cooler than the rest of the rooms in the house, so I think that's going to be really, really useful. Mark is obviously going to do that because it's like electric underfloor heating. We had it in our old house and it was just amazing. I literally can't wait to have underfloor heating in the bathroom as well. That is another project that I'm kind of thinking about at the moment, but it's not going to be done until after this one. It's a bigger project, so it might not be done till, I don't know, Christmas or maybe in the new year. With the wardrobes here, that it's the same kind of height that in our bedroom. So in our bedroom you can see there's a slight gap between the wardrobe and the ceiling, about this much. So we're going to put some like cornice around it so it looks like it's built in, and that will kind of finish it off really nicely. And that's about it. We're obviously going to paint all of the walls. There's loads of like there's loads of stuff like this on the walls just to fill like holes and stuff. So Mark needs to kind of like sand that down. We need to give the walls a good paint. I'm going to keep it very neutral. You guys know I'm very into neutrals. I'd love to be more bold, but I don't know, I get scared going bold. Not like bold as in like colour, maybe more depth and darkness, but like if I have the little seats here, I could probably do like a nice dark cushion, so things that are like easy to swap out. Sorry, my camera went then, but what I was saying, rather than painting the wardrobes like a dark colour, I just feel like this room is not a dark room. I've got the blinds shut a little bit at the minute, but it is quite a bright room, so it probably could take a bit of a darker colour. And with it being like not a room that you're just going to be sitting in, you could definitely be a bit bolder with it, but I get scared. Maybe I'll do it with the walls. Maybe I could do like a darker colour on the walls, like a darker neutral, but we will see. I'm not really sure just yet. Those are like the initial plans. The wardrobes are obviously going to be the biggest change in here, and the floor. I cannot wait to get rid of this red carpet. Look at the carpet. I literally can't wait to get rid of this carpet. Now let me go get the samples and I can show you what we're planning on doing with the floor. So I've just gone and got the floor samples for you, but I was thinking when I come in the room, I was thinking that actually, you know that door there, that one we can kind of spruce up, maybe add a bit of paneling to it, and then maybe we could paint that like a slightly darker colour, maybe like a mushroom colour, or like oh my gosh, what is that ferret and ball colour? I can't even remember now. There's like a really lovely, it's not green, it's like an in-betweeny colour. I can't really explain it. But that could be quite a nice colour for that, just to add a little bit of depth. But yeah, like accessories and stuff will come later on. Maybe I'll even get like a nice rug in here or something. But it needs to be easy to clean because obviously we're all going to be traipsing in here all the time. So anyway, let me tell you about the flooring that I've chosen. So it's by the company Floors of Stone. I found them on Instagram while searching for like a limestone effect tile, and then I spotted someone that had it in her kitchen, and I thought, wow, yes, absolutely love that. So basically this company do loads of different tiles. A lot of it is that kind of very, they do a lot of like porcelain, but they do obviously slate, they do terracotta tiles, tumbled marble, sandstone, limestone, all of that kind of stuff. But they do porcelain limestone effect tiles, which is what we're going to go for. I don't really want a proper limestone tile. I don't really want any like real stone, because quite often you need to like seal them and all of that kind of stuff. So I want to keep it quite easy to maintain. Ones that I've gone for is the Ravello ivory porcelain. So hold on, you're a bit dark now. So in this book it actually does look a lot darker than what it is, but I've got the sample here to show you. So basically it looks like a limestone tile, but it's porcelain. So I've got a few different samples here, and I'll show you the one we like. These samples are the ones that we didn't choose, but we've got this one here. They all look quite similar. This one is the Pimlico linen porcelain, so it's matte with a square edge. That one there. This one looks quite similar, but it's got a bit of a glisten to it, which you probably won't see in this light. This one is the Polvere ivory porcelain. So this is matte with a tumbled edge, so it's got like a bit of a rough edge, which you can see there, which I really, really like. And then this one here I also really liked, so it was kind of between these two that I'm going to show you. So you've got the Ravello beige porcelain. This is matte with an aged edge, which I like, and then this is the one that we're going to go for, and this is the Ravello ivory porcelain, again matte with an aged edge. So that is the tile, but if I put it up against white, you'll be able to see that it's not obviously white. It's got that kind of, there we go, look, you can see it's got that more beige stone kind of colour to it. But yeah, I really, really like this. It's got a little bit of texture to it, but it's still like easy to clean. And yeah, I think it's going to add a bit of character to the room, because at the moment it's just a little box full of junk. Soon it will be a box full of junk that's hidden behind the doors, which will be fabulous. Can't wait to just chuck everything behind the doors, because that's what I do with everything in this house. So many great tiles on here. I think the tiles are about, I want to say they're 40 to £45 a square metre, which is quite a lot of money. They're big tiles, so we don't know whether to go for the 900 by 600 or 900 by 300, I can't remember. I think it's 900 by 600, which is quite a big tile, or to go for the 600 by 300, which I think is what we're leaning towards. Still a big tile, but obviously not as big as that, which I don't think this room can really take. I'm not really sure. I'm going to see what the tiler thinks when we speak to him. But yeah, what else was I going to say about these tiles? Obviously we're going to have underfloor heating, but yeah, with the price, it's obviously a small room, so I don't really mind the price of it too much, because I think when I looked it up, it come to around £380 ish for the tiles, maybe a little bit more. I think we like over, they always ask you to add like 10% on for like the size, just in case you need extra. I think it was around that much, but I'll let you know a final figure when we know exactly how much we need and what we've ordered. So that is the floor tiles. I've got a few questions to answer as well, so I'm going to go back into the kitchen, answer those. But yeah, I hope you found this video informative. It's nice to be in this room actually and talk you through a different room of the house, because I never show this room, because obviously it's just, there's nothing really going on in here. But I think once it is all transformed, I think it would definitely be one of my favourite rooms in the house. So someone has asked, is there a door to the outside from this room? And as you would have seen, there is a door. So there is a door through to the garage, which then leads to outside, because there is a door in the garage leading to the garden. So is it going to be a laundry room as well / boot room? So no, we don't need it as a laundry room, because we've already got a utility room in the, well, kitchen area, and then we've got like a utility room attached to the kitchen. So that is going to be our laundry room, and then we're just going to keep the boot room for storage. Will this room change when you extend? Now, no, it's not going to change, because none of the front of the house is going to change at all. It's mainly like this area here where the kitchen is, we'll knock through this wall here. So then it will just be one big, large family space, like kitchen, family area. So the front of the house is not going to change at all. What will you be doing for the walls? Ours need protection and easy clean from mud and muck. So I'm not really sure with regards to the walls, because there's not going to be much wall on show. I'm not really too fussy with what we use on there. Usually I'll use paint from the Decorating Centre online, and we go for the Leyland hard wearing matte paint. That is really, really good and like easy to wipe down. If you want something that's quite easy to clean, then maybe go for more of a satin finish or an eggshell finish, but that might be a bit too shiny. So go for something with a little bit more of a sheen, so it's a little bit easier to clean and wipeable. Another question we got was, will you incorporate a sink into the boot room? And we're not going to incorporate a sink in there, but Mark did mention to me the other day that because we've got a downstairs toilet and it actually like backs onto the garage, he was thinking that the pipes from there they could possibly take into the garage as well, so he could have a sink in there. So there might be a sink in the garage area, but it's not really going to be for the boot room at all, because obviously we've got the sink in the utility room, we've got one in the kitchen, but it probably will be quite useful for Mark to have one in the garage, so we may do that in the future. All of the other questions I answered within the video when I showed you the boot room, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you've got any other questions, let me know. I'm sure what I'll do is I'll do like a few different videos as and when we do the boot room, like in different stages. I just find it more interesting to do it that way. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.
Tick tock, the clock keeps ticking. I don't know what I should do, and I wish you would be right here with me.